Anyway, yeah, that's the current status of CryptTag, and there's between password managers, bookmark managers, your contacts, just your files. There's a lot of use cases. So if anybody, I mean, I largely came to this event so that I could talk to people about potentially if you or anybody you know or projects you know about are trying to build more secure systems, especially zero-knowledge systems, where storing people's data, being able to add search to that versus not having any search at all because, hey, it's encrypted data. How do you search encrypted data? CryptTag makes it possible to do that. So I'm hoping that it will be very feasible to convince people to add useful features to their own software while it is, still very, very secure. So yeah, that's all I have. Any questions? Sure. Is it mic on?
Yeah. Okay. In your slides, you said Dropbox stores data unencrypted. Dropbox claims that they use 256-bit AES encryption for stored data. Are we talking about two different things there?
Yeah, that is different. So like their point there is that if someone were to hack into Dropbox's servers, the server storing the data, then they wouldn't be able to, they would only see encrypted copies of your data. But of course, Dropbox has unencrypted copies of your data. That's exactly what you upload to them. That's what syncs between your different computers. So Dropbox is not a zero-knowledge system. There's lots of cloud services that, they have some of their servers, and they have the encrypted data on other servers. And if people hack into those servers, it's true they don't get your data, but a curious employee at Dropbox can grab the keys and grab your data and decrypt it and then see everything. So if something is zero knowledge, that means you encrypt your data and then you put it into Dropbox. And Dropbox never had the keys. They don't, they can use extra encryption behind the scenes, but they can't get your data because they don't have the key. That's the beauty of end-to-end encryption. You encrypt it, only you can decrypt it. Any other questions? Yeah.
So most people don't ever tag any of their data unencrypted or encrypted. The most obvious first thing I would think is that people would just search for the name of the file.
Yeah.
And so that's, I guess, the very most basic usage of this, and then they could enrich it with tags if they want to.
Right.
Cool.
So just using conventions, there's a lot of interesting stuff you can do with these tags. So if you have a convention in your app that uses CryptTag as a library, you can say, whenever people upload a file, I'm going to, the program just can add the tag file name : whatever. And then when it downloads that, and then it wants to display to you what is the name of the file, or grab data that way. So you can fetch data that way. You just store the file name in a tag, which is encrypted, so just like anything else. So so that's been like surprisingly fruitful, actually. So having like what is the file extension? What is the type? Type. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry, it's unplugged. It's okay. But you could do type : JPEG, and that could just be a tag that your program adds to all JPEGs. So when it fetches your data, it can show a little JPEG icon to